and welcome back to Pretty Creative Stuff. Today I'm going to tell you how to make a very easy recipe that is also super quick. We call it chicken enchiladas in a bowl. This is a great recipe to make for lunch, dinner, even breakfast if you're in the mood for it. It doesn't take very long at all, and there are lots of ways that you can add variety to change it up. More on that at the end, so be sure to stay tuned. So here's the basic way that we usually make this recipe. First, you need to get out your ingredients. You will only need 4 ingredients for this recipe. Chips, like tortilla chips, enchilada sauce. We get this from Trader Joe's. This is just their Trader Joe's enchilada sauce. We love it. Cheese, shredded cheese ideally. This is the Mexican blend from Costco, but you can use whatever cheese you like. And chicken of some sort. This happens to be some leftover canned chicken that we have, but you could use rotisserie chicken. You could use, if you just made some chicken breasts, ideally some sort of grilled or boneless, skinless chicken. All right, so first step is to open your bag of chips. You're going to need about 2 to 3 ounces of chips. That's about 2 servings of this particular bag of chips, 2 to 3 servings, but it really depends on how hungry you are, how many people you're feeding, and how big your bowl is. Because what we're going to do is simply fill the bowl with chips. All right, so we have a bowl full of chips, and now I'm going to crunch them down to make them really small. Definitely wash your hands before making this recipe. When they're all nice and crunched up, then we add the other ingredients. So we need enchilada sauce, some sort of chicken, and cheese. You're going to add equal amounts of these. For this particular size bowl, we are adding a ½ cup of each. But I'm going to weigh it out on my food scale. So for the enchilada sauce, a ½ cup is 120 grams, so I'm going to measure out 120 grams. You can use a little bit less of the enchilada sauce if it's too spicy for you, or more if you want to give it out a little bit more of a kick. All right? And we are going to need about a ½ cup of chicken. I'm just going to measure out 4 ounces. I'm just going to shred this up a little bit with my spoon. This is not an exact science. You can add more or less of these ingredients depending on what tastes good to you. You can use any kind of meat that you want. It does not have to be chicken. You could make beef enchiladas in a bowl. You could have veggie enchiladas in a bowl. You could have tofu enchiladas in a bowl. Whatever sounds good to you. And then we are going to add a ½ cup of cheese. Another option is instead of adding shredded cheese, you could add your favorite queso. It's approximately ½ cup. Then I'll get my spoon back out here and we're going to stir it together just a little bit, and then we'll stick it in the microwave. You can see we just do a little bit of a pre-mix, and then I'll put it in the microwave and we'll be right back. All right, this has been in the microwave for 1 minute. We're going to stir it up. And then we'll put it in for about another 30 seconds just to get the cheese all melted. All right, so this was in the microwave for another 30 seconds, a total of 1.5 minutes, and it is really hot and the cheese is really melted. It looks delicious. Again, we call this chicken enchiladas in a bowl. All right, I'm gonna taste it. As long as you like things with a little bit of heat, you will love this. If you try this recipe and you want to make a whole bunch of it, you could cook a bunch of chicken on the weekend in the crock pot and prep a whole bunch of meals for the entire week. Just wait until you're ready to eat it before you put it in the microwave. And if you want to make sure the chips stay super crisp, you may want to keep those separate from the other ingredients and then mix it all together right when you're ready to heat it up. But you can still use the general rule of whatever container you're going to eat it in, fill that with chips, crunch those up, and that's how many chips you need. This is a really easy recipe to make more or less of, depending on how hungry you are or how many people you're trying to serve. For example, for this recipe, it was a bowl full of chips plus a half cup of all the ingredients. This is just a average size bowl that would come with a set of dishes. But if you wanted less than that, you could easily do a quarter cup of the cheese, sauce, and meat. And if you wanted a lot more than that, you could easily double it and do a cup of each of the ingredients or more, depending on how many people you're trying to serve. Thanks for watching Pretty Creative Stuff. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Bye!